You back? Oh, I can hear you now. You're back.
Yeah. You paused at a really awkward moment. You're like,
And you're
I am
listening
Stacy
to...
Queen. Fuck. Just gonna redo it.
Okay, go.
I am Stacy Queen.
And I'm Ellawarra.
And welcome to the Diva Dolls Pod.
The pod where we discuss the then, now, and forever of women's wrestling within the WWE.
Yeah.
Ew.
Might I just say that we look stunning and gorgeous today?
You know what? Who would have ever thought that I slept in this mug?
Not me. Not me.
I went to sleep at 4 a.m., woke up at 9, touched up, and here we are. It actually doesn't look that bad. My forehead is shiny as fuck. Maybe I'll... That didn't even help. She's Grace. Grace slick
What
today.
forehead?
What forehead? I've got a 6 head now. Did you not see me in my ponytail?
You know what? We can definitely speak about the ponytail another night. Definitely not today.
Definitely not today. Next week.
No.
Shall we review some wrestling?
Let's talk about some wrestling that happened this week.
Let's do it. We are looking at the aftermath of Queen of the Ring. We are on Monday Night Raw, and a lot happened at Queen of the Ring. We crowned a queen. We got a new women's world champion, and boy, did she get up to some shenanigans on Raw.
Yeah, she did. The first segment that we have from Monday Night Raw, Liv Morgan is being interviewed backstage.
Mm-hmm.
She's basically saying that she has no remorse for how she beat Becky.
Yeah, she don't give a fuck. Everyone thought that Dom Dom was at ringside to assist Becky, but as we will see at the end of Raw, maybe that wasn't the case.
Yeah, so she says that despite everything that happened, she will be a fighting champion and she will prove that she can beat Becky one-on-one.
Yeah, which then leads to the announcement that main eventing Raw is going to be a steel cage match for Becky's rematch for the Women's World Championship.
Yeah.
No interference.
Steel cage.
There will be no interference.
No, none at all.
Well, the next time that we see one of our divas on Raw, Miss Kiana James again gets to make a 2-second feature in a backstage segment. It's Adam Pearce, and she comes up and what does she say to him? She says something like, "Do you need my help?" or something.
And
then he was like, "Come to my office."
Educate that.
Yeah,
go for a little drink.
Yeah, let's go for a drink. I wonder if maybe they're fucking.
Mistress
Pierce. Maybe she's going to be the general mistress of Monday Night Raw.
He's going to educate all over her face. Wait, was it educate?
Adjudicate. He's going to adjudicate all over her face.
Adjective?
No, it was adjudicate because it was a play on ejaculate.
No, but that's not what she said. She said it wasn't her pun. Wasn't it? Wait.
No, she said something and said she said something and said adjudicate, and then R-Truth was like, "I thought this show was PG," because he thought that she said ejaculate. Yeah. But yeah, she got a little 2-second feature. Come.
Yes.
Come. Our next diva that we see is Scarlett at ringside. She comes out with the final testament for their match against the Creed brothers, who come out with Miss Ivy. And we get a little flashback to 1999. The girls are doing a little distraction. So
of course they
Scarlett gets Ivy and drives her into the steps, which then distracts the Creed brothers, and AOP get the win. And must I say, Scarlett is so sexy. Like, Oh, she is like, I don't even know how to describe her. She's just like on another level of like gorgeousness.
Yeah.
Love her.
I have no notes.
I assume
Literally,
you
I didn't
didn't
include
take
it.
notes. Well, do you have a note about who was in the background while they were doing a little Sheamus segment backstage?
No, I do not.
Yeah, so they showed Sheamus walking backstage, and as he was walking in the background, JD McDonough and Liv Morgan were having a
I
little
like Liv
chat.
McMorgan.
Liv McMorgan. Shawn McMichael's cousin is Liv McMorgan.
McCousin.
Yeah. But yeah, she was having a little chat with JD. So I assume that the infiltration of Judgment Day is underway for Miss Liv Morgan on her revenge tour.
Yeah. Then backstage, Becky McLynch is giving Lyra McValkyria a quick pep talk.
McPep talk. I can't.
And it's quite a somber.
I was going to say the same word, somber.
Yeah, basically saying, you got to know when it's time to walk away.
Yeah,
Something to that effect.
it was
I
like
remember the direct quote.
I think they were definitely sitting in the writers' little room, and they were like, "This segment foreshadowing. We need to foreshadow what's going to happen at the end of the show." So it was very ominous little moment.
Yeah. I mean, if we want to talk about foreshadowing, we should probably mention the fact that there is an ongoing theme in this episode where Braun Strowman is searching everywhere for JD McDonough because JD McDonough has injured his knee.
Yes.
And he's searching everywhere backstage for him. That was another instance of some foreshadowing throughout the episode.
Yeah.
Which there will be a payoff later.
Yeah, a lot of storyline crossovers this episode.
It was very much giving 1999. All storylines must intertwine, and everyone's involved in everyone else's business.
100%.
Yeah.
Next up, we got a match. We got the girls fighting. We
had and Kairi Sane with new entrance theme,
and the whole pirate thing's back. I love that.
Yep, she's a pirate again.
Arr, Kairi Sane.
Did you say Kairi Sane?
Yes, that's how Samantha should announce it out. Making her way to the ring, Kairi Sane.
Are you saying Kairi or pirate?
I'm saying Kairi, but in a pirate accent. Kairi Sane. Anyway, she had a match with Lyra.
Yes.
I wrote.
It's giving. It's giving pirate versus parrot.
Oh, I made sure to make a note that there was only a few feathers on her entrance look and none in her hair. So
Slay.
She didn't wrestle with any feathers on her body, but
yeah. Look, the match was pretty quick.
It was very much like a beat down on Lyra's injury from when Nia Jax turned her into a pancake.
Yeah, I was surprised that they brought Lyra back so soon.
Yeah, they should have played on that a little bit.
I thought maybe keep her off TV for an extra week, just be like, oh, she was killed. But that's fine. Let's have her back. Yeah. Obviously, like in my opinion, it seems like they're building Lyra up to maybe be Liv's next challenger.
Yeah, got to fill in some space before Rhea comes back.
Correct. So I think that's why in this match, she gets a win over.
She does.
Kairi Sane.
There's this one spot that they always do in the corner. So I think Kairi was up on the top rope and then knocked down Lyra, and her legs were hooked on the middle rope. And
Tree of Woe.
You always have to suspend your disbelief in this moment because the girl's always holding themselves up, and then the one on the top rope comes down and stomps on them. Yeah. And I'm like, If you were logical, you'd just let yourself go.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's wrestling. We deal
Yeah.
with it and we move on.
And Lyra wins with a roll-up.
A roll-up! She's got that extra paycheck
Cha-ching!
this week. Cha-ching, baby. The roll-ups are happening every week. It would be so interesting for a listener that hasn't listened to like a past couple episodes being like, why are they saying they're getting extra pay for a roll-up?
Because that's a rule.
It's a storyline. People need to tune in to hear the whole thing.
We've heard from our insider trading at WWE headquarters that they get an extra $500 per roll-up.
So funny.
I think it was actually Maven. Funny. Maven included it in one of his "How much do WWE wrestlers get paid?" videos.
So dumb.
Imagine if we get Maven on the pod.
You know what? I think the perfect person to get on the Diva Dolls pod is Maven because he made out with Tori Wilson. Because he made out with Tori Wilson that one time in that backstage segment. So dumb. He always brings that up on his podcast as well. Like, he's still in love with her.
For love.
There is another backstage segment. Doesn't have any divas in it, but they are mentioned. Judgment Day is talking about JD talking to Liv. And then he said, I was only talking to her saying that she's not going to be champ for long. But then Dom appears and then he says he's going to fix it. He's going to fix it for Mommy. Which then will lead into what happens in our main event. But there was a lot of little snippets of girlies throughout this whole episode.
Yeah, well, the next we have what I can only describe as a comedy segment where Io Sky is backstage in the damage control locker room.
We'll call it the control room.
I like that. The damage control room.
Yes. Which only has a couch, a side table, and a lamp.
Two lamps.
Two lamps.
Well,
at the end, there was no lamps. So.
2 lamps. One lamp easier to break than the other lamp. The other lamp doesn't break, but she kicks it out of the wall, so it's no longer.
Oh my god. It was so funny. They come in, Dakota and Kyrie come in after Kyrie's lost, and Io just loses it. Like, just destroys the room and screams Bloody Mary in Japanese. So funny. I live.
Hilarious.
We also have a lot of Maxine featured throughout the episode. Yeah. She's backstage. What's his name again? Chad Gable calls her this week Goldilocks and her 3 brain cells.
That's so rough.
So stupid. But then she's also down in the ring for an Alpha Academy meeting because Otis lost his match. And Chad wants to spank Otis with his belt.
Yeah.
And as he goes to spank Otis with the belt, Maxine actually stops Chad. Grabs the belt, and then he just sends her on her way. Get out. Leave.
Gone.
But I feel like the biggest pop of the night was her grabbing that belt. She grabbed that belt, and the crowd went off for her. So maybe we're going to see a bit more of Maxine, because I think she's over with the crowd.
I would like that.
Yeah, I love her. I think she's fantastic. She's a great character on TV. She might not be the best wrestler, but she makes up for it in other places.
I think she has more character than some people that are better wrestlers do.
Well, this is what we said about SmackDown having the people that have like really good character and in-ring, like as one person. But then on Raw, we've got a whole bunch of girls that are either a really good character or really good in the ring. We don't have much of that crossover on Raw. That's why we enjoy a lot of the SmackDown content more than the Raw content. But the girls are making do with what they're given.
I mean, like, who would I rather watch? Maxine Dupree? Actually, no, I don't want to include this because it feels so rude.
Now that we know that they're all watching.
Yeah. Look
what the tranny said about me today. But
But,
that's the thing. Like, we can criticize, but it's not on them. It's what they're given. Like,
yeah,
they're the vehicle, but somebody else is driving it. They can only do as much as what they're given.
exactly. And, like, so say, for example, Maxine Dupree or Ivy Nile.
Yeah.
Ivy does great in-ring work, but there's not a character there.
Yeah. They haven't
We don't
given,
know
but
her
also
story.
at the same time, they haven't given her time to build that character for us. So it's not her fault. We just haven't got to see it yet.
But yeah, I think because they've given Maxine the story, they've given her time.
Yeah.
I would love to see more from her.
Me too. But you know what we did get to see more of? Some more of the Liv Morgan revenge tour. There was a little video package where she was riding a convertible through the city.
Yeah.
Wind
She's
blowing
on a tour.
through her hair. Oh my God. It was so funny. I have no idea what was said in the promo. I was gagging and laughing at her in a convertible driving through the city with the wind in her hair. I thought it was great.
Stupid.
So dumb.
When we get back from a commercial, there is an interview with Shayna and Zoe.
Our MMA girlies.
Yes, we won't call them lesbians this week.
No, they're not. Well, one is. One's not.
One is. One's not.
Yes. But yeah, they're having a chat about being the number one contenders, I believe.
Yes, and they are confident that they will win the tag titles. Then they are interrupted by Sonya.
Yes! We love Sonya. I don't know where this is leading, but they kind of just said, I respect your accomplishments, but the rest of the locker room doesn't.
Mm.
And then this is where the Scottish girls came in. I love how we're going to Scotland in a couple of weeks, so they're starting to introduce them back into the mix.
Like, hey, come on. It's your opportunity.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know what's going to happen, if it's going to be like the Scottish girls are going to try and challenge Zoe and Shayna for their number one contendership, maybe. If they're going to have a match before they have a match with Bianca and that, I don't know. But
I think what's going to happen is they're going to get their tag title opportunity before Clash of the Castle.
Mm-hmm.
And the Scottish girlies are going to interfere, and then they're going to get a tag match on the pre-show in Scotland, because that is the only place where the women's tag titles can be defended.
Correct.
Is that the international pre-show?
Yes. But at the end, like, because the girls come up and they kind of just disrespect Shayna and Zoe. Shayna says, Sonya says to them, like I said, no respect. I feel like they're trying to bring Sonya in as like a manager for Shayna and Zoe. Which
maybe she's not. Well, maybe she's not fully healed.
Well, yeah, I watched the podcast of her and CVV, and she said at WrestleMania, she said that she was at 85%.
Yeah.
So I don't know. She might be close to, but not quite there yet. But they want to kind of insert her into a storyline before she's fully there. But I don't know. I'm here for it. I love it.
Now we get our main event. It is a steel cage match. There's something I love about the music that plays when the cage is being lowered.
It's so fierce. I love it.
My blood's pumping. Like, I'm ready to, like, I don't know, do something cool.
Yes. But it was I hated that they brought the girls to the ring, did the intro, went to a break, and then the match started during the break.
Yeah.
I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
There was only 20... when I actually made a note, my very first note is main event time, only 20 minutes left. The fuck? 3-hour show, and we can see at the end, the main part of this whole segment got cut off from live TV.
Yeah.
But also, everyone's like got a conspiracy theory that they did that just to bump up social media views, but we got to see it.
Yeah.
Thank you, being here in Australia.
Well, yes, but after the match finished, I closed out of the stream before the episode finished airing. So
you cut it for yourself.
So Ella messaged me, was like, "Oh my god, that ending!" And I was like, Yeah, right? It was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. And then, like, 5 minutes later, I was on fucking Twitter, and I was like, what?
Yes, we'll get to the ending in a minute. But the match was, for a cage match, especially the last one that we saw was Trish and Becky, and that one was like an instant classic. But this one was a little bit mid.
Look, love the girlies. Thank you for putting your bodies on the line. Could have been an email.
Yeah, could have been an email. But yeah, back and forth. There was one like corner spot where they bumped off of it. That was probably like, it was a fisherman suplex off the top rope. I think was the only spot of the match. But towards the end, of course, we had Dom
Mm-hmm.
come to ringside, and I don't even know. I feel like it was so chaotic at the end that he like opened up the door.
Yes, so he unlocked the door for Becky to come through. Then Finn and JD came down, and they're like, hey, yo.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Like, this isn't part of the Judgment Day's plans. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And then because JD and Finn are there, Braun's like, oh, there's Finn. Fucking limping to the ring.
I love Braun's song, like the what's his name, DJ Shit Cunt. How his song just starts with what's his name, the guy that makes the music.
DJ Khaled.
Who's the guy that makes the music?
Def Rebel.
Yeah, Def Rebel. I love it when Braun comes out. It's just Braun. So stupid. But yeah, Braun comes down, chases JD and Finn around the ring, which then leads to him bumping into Dom, which then leads to Dom bumping into the cage door, which then leads to the cage door bumping into Becky's head, which then leads into Liv. She gave her her whatever her finishing move is. What's it called? I think she might have just DDT'd her, maybe. Or the code breaker.
I think so. Well,
yeah.
Something. There was definitely a move, but like after the cage door is like slammed in Becky's face.
Yeah.
Liv's just like, well, the door's open.
Yeah. And then Liv ends up picking up the win, and still women's world champion is Liv Morgan.
No. No. Liv McMorgan.
Sorry, Thank you. And still women's world McChampion is Liv McMorgan.
And
announced
it
by
was at this
Samantha
point,
McIrvine.
It was at this point that I was like, okay, yay, that was a fun ending.
You were like,
for a boring match. That's the end of Raw. Okay, click.
But what did you miss?
Well, I don't know. You tell me. What did I miss?
So after Raw went off the air in America, which still streamed here, and they posted everywhere on socials. I don't know how anyone would have missed it. Liv is walking backstage with her belt, and on the ramp is still Dom. Dom stands up, and she plants a big one on him. Big kiss. Yep. And I don't know what it was about this kiss. She was kissing him. He wasn't kissing back. I don't know if he was no-selling the kiss because he's like, fuck, we're on TV. We can't show Rhea this. But I guess we'll see what happens with that next week. She was going in, and he was like, I'm married and have a fake girlfriend. Leave me alone. But yeah, that brings us to the end of Monday Night Raw.
I've seen a lot of discourse online of a lot of people being like, oh, it should have been me. I wish I was kissing Liv.
Yeah,
and I was like,
I saw.
Maybe
did you see what Santi tweeted?
Well, I was just going to say, it should have been me kissing Dom.
Literally.
I love Dom.
Yeah, me too. I think he's hot.
Yeah.
I'm really attracted to somebody with a mullet that looks like they smell a little bit. And I think that's Dom.
And now with the mustache as well.
Oh, dirtier. Even dirtier. He's putting the dirty in Dirty Dom. I wonder if he's wearing a Dom while he's fucking Liv. Ooh. Yeah, I saw Santi tweeted, Dom, how do you do it? How do you pull all these babes? And I'm like, shut the fuck up, dickhead. They wrote it in the fucking...
Yeah, the writer's room.
Storyline.
That's how he does it.
Yeah. Should we go for a break?
Yeah. Let's go for a little break.
And then we'll talk about RAW SmackDown.
Okay, and we are back from our break. We are here to talk about everything that went down at Friday Night SmackDown. But actually, before we talk about Friday Night SmackDown, can I bring something up?
You can bring something up, baby.
Okay, I just want to make a little mention to the fact that on Wednesday on NXT, we had TNA Knockouts champion Jordynne Grace just ding dong. Hi, I'm here.
Insert police sirens here. I'm actually so here for this because I love a crossover, and now that they're open to working with other companies like this, now we're getting our NXT champion versus the TNA Knockouts champion at NXT Battleground in Vegas, and
which we will be covering.
Yes, we will, because this
spoiler
is nuts. Yeah, like waves are being made in the world of wrestling, and this is really cool. And I hope and pray, because I saw online that the 20th anniversary of TNA is coming up. So I hope there's like a crossover where some of the WWE people go over there. Maybe AJ could go over and do something for the 20th anniversary.
Well, no, we found out tonight that he's retiring.
Oh, yeah.
So the episode starts with Nick Aldis in the ring, and he's introducing our newly crowned Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax.
And I say, I love her. She's so good. And this new character, like the little like ad-libs throughout the night, like, don't talk down to me, or don't talk up to me, or whatever, because she's taller than fucking me chin. So funny. So funny. Love it.
Did you clock that there's a new remix for her entrance?
Is there? I did not notice.
Yeah, so there's like an extended intro where it's like a royal...
Oh, love that.
Fanfare. Yeah, it was so cute. That.
I was honestly expecting like a fucking cape and a scepter, but maybe we'll get that from next week, because like she came out and then they kind of gave her the crown and she popped it on her head.
I don't think we need it.
Oh, we don't, but how camp would it be?
Like, I honestly, because that feels like it feels
devaluing it. Yeah, it devalues the fact that they're building her up to be this big monster.
Exactly, and I feel like because it's been so done and played out that it's like you just expect it. It's like, honestly, it feels very much like a WWE video game where like X character has won King of the Ring, so they are wearing the stock standard crown and cape and scepter.
You know what? I'm gonna put an early SummerSlam prediction in, and my wildcard prediction for SummerSlam is going to be that Nia Jax is going to have a big, grand queen entrance with like a throne, the crown, the cape. They're not going to do a whole storyline with it, but she's going to have a fucking massive entrance at SummerSlam with like a coronation. Like they're bringing the fucking Queen of England down, like her fucking funeral. Like I reckon there's going to be something there maybe.
Will you remember that?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
I won't remember that. But what we have is her addressing the whole fact that she has a future women's championship match at SummerSlam. And she says, Bayley, I don't know what she said, kick your ass.
Yeah.
But then Bayley comes out.
Like, hey, Bayley, come down to my ring. This is my ring now. I'm Queen Lady. You in the ring. Yes. I am Queen Queen of the Ring in the ring. You be in the ring. Ring Queen.
Ring Queen. And as Bayley comes out and approaches the ring, as we mentioned last week, I think they're still setting up the Piper Bayley match for Scotland, because Miss Piper comes out and fucking pummels Bayley down the ramp, throws her in the ring, and just squashes her through the mat again.
Yeah.
Great.
And it was at this point that the binge feed cut out for us here in Australia.
Yeah, so There was two little bits that cut out, and I'm pretty sure that they had the microphones, so I don't know what was said because we didn't actually see the full segment, but I think the gist of it is they're setting up Piper, Bayley for Clash at the Castle, and then obviously whoever wins that will go on to face Nia at SummerSlam. But throughout this whole segment, Nia just standing there being regal, and the way that she after Bayley got squashed, she went through the ropes and then stood on the apron. But she kind of just popped her hip and stood there and was like,
yeah.
I love her. I love the little royal additions to her now. It's fantastic.
Yeah. And Nia said that it doesn't matter who's champion at SummerSlam, she'll annihilate whoever.
I will annihilate whoever. So good.
Yeah.
But this sets up there's a little backstage segment with Naomi, I think.
Yeah, Bayley's in the trainer's room because she's just been pummeled by Piper Niven. And the trainer says that she's okay to fight tonight. And Naomi is like, hey, I got your back. I'm going to go speak to Aldous.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go now. I got your back.
Lol.
Glow.
Which this sets up the only women's match that we get on SmackDown, which ends up being Bayley and Naomi versus Chelsea and Piper.
Yes, but we do have another backstage segment.
Mm-hmm. Indy's mad. She's angry.
Not the one I'm talking about, because that's after this one.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. So we're in Nick Aldis's office, and Blair Davenport is also in there.
Yes.
So Blair's all there being like, oh, I'm Hermione. Oh. And then Naomi's like, hey, Nick, I want a tag match. And Blair's like, oh, Ron, what are you, Ronald Weasley? Oh, I don't, And Naomi's like, who are you? And Blair's like, I'm Blair Davenport. I'm new here at Hogwarts. And I was speaking to Dumbledore.
She hasn't had her sorting hat on yet. She doesn't know where she belongs. I hate you. And after I post this as a real, Blair Davenport's gonna hate you.
Love you, Blair.
Oh, we love you, Blair. We love your Sia hair, Blair. You are gorgeous.
So a match is made between Naomi and Bayley and Chelsea Green and Piper Niven.
Love it.
What else is happening on the show, Diva?
Indy's angry.
Yep.
Indy's angry that Bianca hurt her knee. So Bianca hurt Candice's knee in Saudi, and now Indy's like, she's at home. I'm mad. And then Jade comes up, and Jade's like, what you talking about, bitch? And then she said, if you got a problem, I'll fucking sort it out with ya. I'll fucking kick you in the fucking pussy next week, bitch. And then we get a match between Indy and Jade for next week. So I can't wait to see Jade squash Indy in the middle of the ring. Although, judging by what happened in our women's tag team match, maybe there will be an upset. Maybe the underdogs will win.
People won't even know.
Spoiler alert. But yeah, the last thing that we have on SmackDown is the match between Bayley and Naomi versus Chelsea and Piper.
And what a match.
Yeah, it was a cute little back and forth until literally I feel like they're trying to build Piper up to be a little bit of a monster.
Yeah.
Because she just destroys Naomi, then pulls Bailey out ringside, smashes her against the fucking ring steps. As this is happening, Chelsea hits some kind of move, pins Naomi, and they got the win.
Yeah. Oh, well,
Crazy.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. At this point, I was doing my eyeliner, so I missed quite a large portion of it. But I thought that Piper hit a move and then dragged Chelsea.
Yes, that's
get
what
the
happened.
pin.
Yeah, she
Slay.
destroyed Naomi. So she went outside, she threw Bailey against the stairs, came back in, absolutely squashed Naomi, pulled Chelsea over. And you're going to have to insert a video of Chelsea's face after she gets the 3 count, because it is like Christmas morning and she is 6 years old and Santa delivered everything that she fucking ordered. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Great character work, Miss Chelsea. Great character work. I love you.
We love you, Chelsea.
Friend of the pod. Friend of a friend of the pod.
Yeah.
Friend of a host of the pod. She loves lip combos.
Yeah. Friend of the host of the pod. Fucking
Friend of
hates
the host
me.
of the pod. Yeah, fuck that one.
Fuck the fat one.
Fuck. But yeah, that brings us to a wrap of women's wrestling for the week. We can mention that over in AEW, Mercedes Moné is the new TBS champion, the women's champion. She had her first match against, don't know the girl's name, but she was the girl that injured her. Willow Pill. She was the...
No, Willow Smith.
Willow Smith. Whip your hair.
I do actually have something I wanted to talk about, but you keep going. You keep going.
I was just gonna mention that Willow is the girl that injured Sasha over in Japan, and then they got their rematch in AEW. Willow was the champion. Sasha is now the champion. That's it.
Fine.
And Toni Storm is still AEW Women's Champion, doing her old person thing.
Yeah.
She still wants a match with Wendy Richter.
I mean, I was going to say she'll be waiting, but that's not how that works.
What did you want to say? What do you want to address? Bring it up.
I do, because I want to personally, and this is going to be controversial, and it's not going to go anywhere, I promise. I need to personally call out the one, the only, Mr. Dave Meltzer.
Oh.
Because the star ratings for King and Queen of the Ring 2024 have come out. And I understand this is just one man's opinion. Take it with a grain of salt, but this man is fucked in the head.
What did he rate things?
So, Nia Jax versus Lyra Valkyrie at 1.5 stars. Go fuck yourself.
You're kidding me?
That match, just the ending alone, is one of the best endings I have seen in a women's wrestling match. Period.
Ever. Period.
He's had a history of constantly giving the women a low star rating. And that was, for me, one of the most entertaining matches on the entire show.
100%. If I was to watch that show back, that would be the only match I would watch.
So, I just wanted to come on here and just,
fuck you, Dave.
Grow
Meltzer.
up. It's 2024.
Yeah.
Women's wrestling is cool.
Exactly. You're
you
not.
You know what? We're going to take a break, and during the break, I'm going to fly over to the US, and I'm going to personally give Dave Meltzer an annihilator.
You do an Anastaciator. The emaciator. All right, I'll see you soon.
Face.
Bye.
I'll see you after the break.
All right, we are back with the Diva Dolls podcast, and we have finished reviewing wrestling for the week. But you know what, Stacey? A couple weeks ago, you gave me a little quiz. You gave me a little test. So I'm going to give you a little quiz so I can find out which WWE women's wrestler you are most like. We're going to find out who you are, deep down, deep inside, who you are. So I've got a series of questions here that you need to answer. and we're going to answer
Okay.
them, and it's going to generate a women's wrestler that you have the personality traits of. So
What a
let's
lovely segment that you did not
yes,
just quickly decide
yes,
upon very quickly, because we accidentally um, planned a different segment, which has now turned into a full length episode that will come out on Friday.
yes.
And this
I
is
love it.
definitely part of our plan for today's episode.
Yes, but I think it's a cute little quiz. It's
I'm
like a
excited.
2010 BuzzFeed quiz. Like which Big Brother star are you? Which
I was
pop
gonna
diva
say
are you?
like a Dolly magazine.
Yes, very Dolly
Yeah,
magazine, or in
Dolly
America, very
Doctor.
cosmopolitan. Very cosmopolitan. Should we
Mm.
get into it?
I've been waiting.
Let's do it. All right. Are you ready?
Doof doof.
No,
First
I said,
question.
are you ready? All right. Question number one. What would you prefer to excel in? Beauty pageants, your job, school, or having the most friends?
Could I have them again, please?
Beauty pageants, your job, school, or having the most friends?
My job.
Your job. Slay.
Mm.
How long does it take for you to get ready to go out?
Oof.
Your options are as long as I want, half an hour, let's just go, or a few minutes.
A few minutes.
A few minutes?
Because
Oh, stay.
because I feel like that works for whether I'm in or out of drag.
Well, as a famous woman once said, you don't got to get ready if you stay ready. All right, here we go. What color would you most? Oh, what color? Sorry. What color would you secretly like to dye your hair? Platinum blonde, pink or purple, bright orange, or that's too crazy for me.
Uh, I mean, obviously, it's gonna be that's too crazy for me.
That's too crazy for me.
Ugh.
All right. Who would you want to face in a women's match?
Ooh.
A. It doesn't matter. Give me anyone. B. Bailey. C. Sasha Banks slash Mercedes Monet. Or
Mm-hmm.
D. Oscar.
Ooh, Oscar.
All right. Let's
Absolutely.
hope we don't get some mist in your eyes.
That's
All
fine.
right. Our next question. Do you think championships matter? Yes, it all matters. Yes, as long as you earn it. Belt, no belt, I just want to get in there and wrestle. Or D, I just want to do my best and entertain the crowd.
What were the first two?
It's all that matters. Or yes, as long as you earn it.
It's all that matters.
Very Tiffany Stratton of you to answer that. Very good.
Mm. Mm.
All right. What would you order at a fancy restaurant? Caviar, filet mignon, Red Bull. Do they have Red Bull? Or whatever doesn't cost too much.
Whatever doesn't cost too much.
Whatever doesn't cost too much. We love that.
Yeah.
What kind of person makes the best boyfriend and or girlfriend? Confidence, driven, well-rounded, or sweetness?
I didn't hear hung and uncut.
Oh, that's not an option. I'm so sorry.
Could
Maybe
I
that's
have the
confident
option?
though. Maybe that's confident.
Could I have the options again?
So it's confident, driven, well-rounded, or sweet.
Yeah, confident.
We'll go with confident. That's somebody that's hung and uncut. Stunning. All right. Seeing as you probably don't want to be here with me doing this quiz, where would you rather be right now?
Okay.
In the back of a limo? At the movies? On the soccer field? Or with your family and friends?
A in the back of a limousine, and I'm just assuming that it's Austin Theories.
Yes, you better work. All right. Which female singer is the best? Celine Dion, Beyonce, Lady Gaga, or Taylor Swift?
Lady Gaga. No, come on. This is just Lady Gaga.
Pause up, baby. Pause up. All right. What kind of student were you? Enough to get into college? Straight A's? Missed a few days, but I graduated? or I tried my best and almost made the honor roll?
C.
See? Missed a few days, but I graduated. That's you making this episode. Missed a few days, but
Yep.
the episode still came out.
Yeah.
All right. Did you ever watch Seinfeld?
I've tried a couple times.
Well, this next question is, which character from Seinfeld do you identify with most? Jerry, Elaine, Cosmo, or George? So it's funny, girl, weird, or a virgin?
I mean, in my head, I was going to say Kramer, but...
Well, Kramer is Cosmo. Cosmo Kramer.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right. We're going Kramer.
Yeah.
All right. Which was the most overrated band ever? The Beatles, the Smashing Pumpkins, U2, or REM?
Ugh, U2.
Yeah. You know what
I'm
I hate about
sorry.
U2?
I don't
Remember
want
when
that album.
iPhone came out?
I don't want that album.
You remember? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Oh
I
my
want
God.
that album.
I swear it is still like stuck on my fucking iTunes. So annoying. How do you take your coffee? Latte, black, touch of skim milk and 7 sugars, or 2 cream, 2 sugars? You don't drink coffee, do you?
I don't drink coffee, but if I did, it would be all of the sugars.
Okay, all of the sugars. What do you think about having kids? Not gonna happen? Not sure. I've got some, or I was born to have them.
Not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen? Love it. What do you think when somebody puts down women's wrestling? Do you think they're an idiot? Do you think haters gone hate? Do you think I will prove you wrong? Or do you think that's not very nice?
I will prove you wrong. I love it. I see it. I see it as a challenge.
All right, here we go. This is so funny because it relates to the podcast. What is your favorite submission move? We've got the figure 4 leg lock, the crossface, the sleeper hold, or an arm lock.
Do I go for the joke or do I go for my actual answer? No, I'll go for the crossface.
Crossface.
I was gonna joke and say last week I was a big fan of the sleeper hold, but
you slept in. All right, where in the world would you like to travel to most? Monaco, Hawaii, Australia, or Egypt?
Australia.
Australia, oh, what a great place to visit. How nice.
Yeah.
All right, what is the first thing you do in the morning? Look at your phone, give thanks that you're alive for another day, hit the snooze button, or brush your teeth.
Hit the snooze button.
I was going to say, I know the answer to this already.
1,000%.
Lola. What is your favorite genre?
The real answer for that, the first thing I do in the morning is I'm still uploading the Diva Dolls podcast from the night before.
What is your favorite genre of movie? Drama, documentary, action, or rom-com?
Rom-com.
Same. Have you ever lied to your friends? Of course. Only for the greater good of all. No, or only if it's to be nice.
Of course.
Of course. Yes.
Yeah.
If you could win the championship in a major sport, which would it be? Basketball, baseball, hockey, or football?
Basketball. The clothes look comfortable.
Fierce. I love a basketball short. All right. When the waitress drops a tray of dishes, what do? Roll your eyes, mind your own business, let out a hearty laugh, or help her pick them up?
I hate this because my honest answer is mind my business. Because
mind your own business. It's fine.
The way I see it is that if I was the waitress, I wouldn't want anyone looking at me.
Yes, T. Yeah, I would just laugh and yell taxi at them.
See, very similarly, should I share this story on the podcast? It's not a good story to share.
Do it.
after my shift the other day, I was sitting and waiting for my Uber to come pick me up so I could go home. And I witnessed an old lady, like, reverse into a fire hydrant. And like, the car was stuck. And she was stuck there. And I was just looking away because I felt so awkward because I couldn't do anything. I was just like, and I waited for someone else to then go and, like, check on her and make sure she was fine. And I was just like...
Oh, my God.
Anyway, we'll see whether I include that in the episode.
Lol. All right, we've got 2 questions left.
Okay.
Which trait is least important? Friendliness, compassion, focus, or confidence?
Focus.
Focus on me. All right, and our last one. What is your favorite holiday? Christmas, the 4th of July, Halloween, or Thanksgiving?
Halloween. Costumes are fun.
Halloween. We love costumes. All right.
I'm nervous.
We have our answer.
I'm nervous.
We have our answer of which WWE diva is Stacy most like. Could we get a drum roll, please? I'm going to read you the description, and I'll let you have a guess of who it is.
Ooh, okay, I love this.
All right, so you're the wild child who is secretly a nerd. You know how to party, but you also know how far and how much that you want to do. A doctor might describe you as being a maniac, but you're just living life and loving life to its fullest.
Surely that's AJ Lee.
The WWE diva that you are most like is Becky Lynch.
I mean, either they're just very in tune with me because I just read her book, or that quiz was transphobic and it's calling me the man. So...
Stupid!
Literally, the prettiest I've ever looked on the pod, and the quiz is like, actually, you know what? No.
You're the man.
Yeah.
Well, it's another week done.
It's another week done. Ellawarra, please tell these fine listeners where they can find you on the internet.
You can follow me on all platforms at Ellawarra. That's ELLAWARRA. And what about you, Stacy?
I'm everywhere at the Stacy Queen, and you can follow the Diva Dolls pod everywhere at Diva Dolls Pod. Also, be sure to stay tuned on Friday. We have a very special episode coming out. Ella, do you want to tell them what's happening?
We are having an episode with an actual WWE employee. Backstage, tea has been spilt. It is hot. God. It is sexy. So we
Y'all ready for some of the stories that are going to be coming from this episode.
You are not. So make sure you keep tuned because Friday is going to be wild. Friday's going to be wild and I can't wait.
Keep tuned.
Roller coaster. What?
Keep tuned.
Keep tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for Friday. Keep tuned. My God. I wonder who it's going to be.
Who could it be?
His name's Mickey. He's a makeup artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We already filmed it. We spoke to him. We already know. We were there.
All right. I'm in a crossface because it's your favorite. No, going, goodbye. I'm tapping out.
See you on the next one, Diva.
Bye. See you on the next one.
The Diva Dolls podcast is brought to you by Stacy Queen and Ellawarra. All names, photos, videos, and audio used in this podcast are trademarks and copyrighted materials owned by the WWE and TKO Group Holdings. This podcast is not affiliated with or endorsed by the WWE and is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only.
And she said, I like the fat one.
She said the ugly one's mean. Fuck her.
Look at that fucking forehead. Fuck.